We are now talking to Colorado five-star punting recruit, Ashton Logan. What's going on, Ashton?
How you doing, sir?
You don't have to call me sir. I'm Errol. This is Speedy PD. He's the most annoying person on our network. You can see him right over here as my producer. And if you want to beat him with a fly swatter or a bat, you can do so. How are you and your family doing with this pandemic?
Doing very great. We're staying busy, and myself, I've been training a lot, and just trying to take advantage of the time.
Awesome. So, what is it like? And I know as a punter, a lot of people forget how important punting is. In the NFL, you saw it yesterday in a bunch of games. You need a guy that's going to put the ball in places where it's going to put your team in better field position, or even put the other team in worse field position. What made you decide to choose Colorado out of all the different schools that were recruiting you?
There was a lot of decisions that factored into that. One of them was really Coach Durrell and his explanation of his program. He's so honest about his program, and they're not just trying to win there, even though it's one of the things I really like about that program. They want to win, but they also care about how they develop the players. They care about how they're going to make you turn out at the end of your program. So that was really intriguing, along with the amazing area, Boulder. I got the chance to visit this past summer. Amazing place, amazing stadium, Power 5. So it was just easy choice, really.
Was there anything specific about Coach Carl Durrell that swayed you to pick Colorado over the other schools that were recruiting you?
Yeah, it was really his honesty. That's just what it was. He just laid out his program to me over numerous calls, and really there was no hiding anything. It's just this is how his program was run, and what he expected me to do should I come there.
As you guys know, we are talking to Colorado punter recruit Ashton Logan. Now, hearing that you're a five-star recruit, I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, the highest star recruit you could be is a five-star recruit. It goes from 5 to all the way to 1. Knowing that you're a five-star recruit and knowing that you have the ability to really go wherever you want to go, why don't you tell the fans a little bit about the recruiting process? When they came to talk to you with your family, the coaches, the kicking, the special teams coaches, the kicking coach. What was it like sitting there and saying and talking about trying to pitch you Colorado out of all the other schools that were trying to pitch you the same thing?
I just took one program at a time. There was a lot of schools I was talking to, Army, Nevada, Sac State, Fresno State, just to name a few, UCLA as well. So really just taking programs one step at a time, and Colorado, like I said, was the most honest and I would say different than every other program I talked to. They just they really have something special there that they're developing. So that was one of the things I really liked about them. As far as the recruiting process, it's a long process. You got to be patient in the process, but you know what? You just got to trust. And for myself, I trust myself that my talent will get me to the place that I wanted to go. And sure enough, that was Colorado.
Hey, Ashton, it's Mark Kelly. How are you doing?
Great, sir. How about yourself?
Ashton, it says you're averaging 45 yards a punt, 4.4 seconds per hang time. That's pretty impressive for a kid in high school. I mean, you also were recruited by Navy. I mean, you had a pretty high list of colleges coming after you. What is it that you like best about punting? I mean, even putting the ball inside the 20-yard line, you've done very well. So what is it that you really like about punting and how it affects the game?
No, punting is a position unlike any other. It's where inch difference on how you hold the ball can determine if it goes 45 yards downfield or if it's going 20 yards downfield. So I pride myself, and I love the fact that the position is so technically demanding, and you have to really know what you're doing in order to be successful at it. And that's just one of the most amazing things about playing. And that's why I've always been intrigued at it. We really have to be good at the position in order to succeed. And, I wanted to challenge myself starting out, and here I am now.
Now playing in the Pac-12, how do you feel about that conference? It usually is not. You talked about the SEC and the Big Ten, even the ACC, obviously with the success Clemson has had. How do you feel the Pac-12 can improve and become a major player in who fights for the national championship every year?
The Pac-12 has so many amazing programs, like all the other conferences, but the Pac-12 has so many teams that are like each other is so competitive in the amount of teams and the caliber of players that go there. So, special teams is all that important to me. And, it's just, I feel like that, the Pac-12 definitely offers that as far as a special team standpoint, and that they're very competitive in that nature, just as competitive as all the other conferences, in my opinion.
As you guys know, we are talking to Colorado punter recruit Ashton Logan. When you look at the punting position, and balance has a lot to do with it, and I watch a lot of NFL football games, and I watched the kid that the Jets drafted in the 7th round, man, who everybody keeps saying he could be a Pro Bowler every single year for now moving forward. He did not look good in his first game in the NFL, maybe because of jitters, maybe the fact that he's never played in an NFL game, or the speed of the game, or maybe being afraid that he's going to get hit by one of these behemoths. I have no idea. When you look at the balance of the game, especially as a kicker, do you do things off the field? Do you do dance classes? Do you do ballet? Do you do stuff as a punter that other people probably wouldn't know a punter does off the field?
Yeah, so like ballet, for example, I don't do that, but honestly, that is a very helpful tool to use when you're a punter. I do a lot of stretching off the field. I do a lot of footwork drills, like a soccer player from my soccer background, using the ladder and tires, stepping in and out. So balance is very key, and really doing anything like running on the beach with sand and just doing footwork drills. There's a lot of extra things that go into punting and kicking that a lot of people will not expect you to do in order to be well.
So that leads into my next question. Well, a lot of the time with Pro Bowls and Hall of Fame credentials and milestones like that, a lot of these special teams guys get disrespected. We finally had our first punter in the Hall of Fame in Ray Guy, like I think only 7 years ago or something like that. There's only one kicker in Morton Anderson, and the returners haven't even gotten the love they deserve. Do you think that'll change with more guys, even the returners like a Devin Hester or something like that? Do you think that'll change where you see more great kickers get into the Hall of Fame faster?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, even in college now, there's so many teams that are starting to realize the emphasis on field position. In the NFL, we're seeing all these new kickers, new punters with the Chiefs. The rookie kicker, I believe, for the Bills just beat out the veteran Hauschka. And, we're just starting to see a lot of these programs and teams, they just really value special teams. So I believe in the next 15, 20 years, we'll start seeing a real emphasis and appreciation for special teams and returners, because it's such an important aspect of the game.
Ashton, playing in the Pac-12, what stadium do you look forward to playing in the most? I mean, do you have a dream opponent that you want to play against, or a quarterback that you've watched, or a team that you can't wait to play against?
No, probably one of the favorite teams of mine that really I'm looking forward to playing against is USC. I'm SoCal. I'm an hour away from the stadium. So, I'm really looking forward to playing that team. And, they have such great coaches, such great team, like every team in the Pac-12. I'm really looking forward to playing there. Also looking forward to playing Oregon in that very large stadium, very loud. I want to play in the best and hardest place, to make myself better. So I'm looking forward to playing there as well.
What do you like best about playing for football? I assume with the strong leg you have, you could have played soccer or some other sport. What is it best that you like about punting to take advantage of the skills that you have with such a strong leg?
Punting is just, like I said earlier, so technically sounding. You have to be really committed, and I have been for a long time. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about the position is not everyone can do it. And if you want to be good at it, you have to put in so much extra time, so much extra work, and you have to really care about it. Like, I have dreams about punting. Like, it's insane how committed I am to the position itself. And, everyone has their little things that are going to help them. But for me, it's just spending every second, every minute, I'm thinking about how I can be a better punter. And I think that's one of the real things I enjoy about it.
Who was your favorite punter then that you watched that you really liked and tried to pattern yourself after?
Oh, Jake Bailey. Jake Bailey for New England Patriots. He's amazing.
Oh my God! Please, why me? Come on! Ashton, I love you, man. You're a 5-star recruit. You're going to be a guy that I'm going to be watching for the next couple of years, and hopefully you play in the NFL. But why would you bring up the New England Patriots? Please, anybody but the New England Patriots. We're here in New York. I'm a Jet fan. I can't stand that team. And when you bring up Bailey, I couldn't stand him for years. Now all of a sudden you're bringing him up? Come on, think of another punter besides him.
He just does the best, man. That's my opinion. The New England Patriots, they do it right.
Are you a Patriot fan? Are you a Patriot fan?
But, no, I'm not.
Okay, good. All right. I like you now. I like you better now. As long as you're not a Patriot fan. So why don't we get off a little football conversation? So I want to know a little bit about you because I know there's not a lot to talk about punting. I know you probably play soccer, and most people that are punters or kickers either played rugby or they played soccer. Most of them. I mean, we've interviewed a lot of kickers and a lot of punters, and pretty much they've all said, I have a punting background, I have a soccer background, or I have a rugby background. So we understand that. So why don't we know a little bit about you? What do you like to do for fun? What kind of music do you like to listen to?
Music, I like a good hip-hop playlist. I have a very chill playlist.
Don't you say Little Baby. Don't you say Little Baby.
Okay, I'll say someone else.
I knew it. What is up with these? I'll tell you this. Every single recruit that we interviewed, every single one of you, something's up with this Little Baby guy. I mean, I'm a DJ. I know a lot of DJs. I would say 60 or 70% of you, the first thing they say is Little Baby. So go ahead. I'm sorry I'm butting in. I'm just sorry.
Oh, good. No, yeah, Little Baby's definitely one of the artists that I love to listen to pregame, and I like to listen to some other artists. I like to get a little chill country vibe. Luke Bryan a little bit. I like some of his music. I like to just get stuff that gets me hyped. So I really depend my music on the situation.
Are you a dancer?
No.
You're not a dancer? Come on, you're good with your feet. You're a punter. You have to be precise, and you're not a dancer, man. I mean, seriously.
No, I've never been a dancer. I've always just played soccer, and as far as the footwork, I just do soccer drills.
Well, there you go. You use the soccer footwork to be a dancer. I mean, seriously. Even those football practices, different. What are they
scrimmages?
Called? Scrimmage? No, not the scrimmages. The practice, the different things, the footwork that you do at practices. You can learn how to dance. You can use that in a dance when you're on a dance floor. You can use that.
No, yeah. Maybe I'll eventually have to try some ballet or something.
There you go. Or you use spirit fingers. Spirit fingers. There you go. Yeah. I mean, I seriously, I don't see you as a cheerleader. Hopefully not. but I love your personality. But as you guys know, we are talking to Colorado punting recruit, 5-star recruit, Ashton Logan.
So what is your other favorite aspects of just playing football in general? Obviously, you're a punter, so that's what you do. You also did some kicking as well. But what are some of your other favorite aspects? Do you like tackling on special teams? Are you a guy like Steve Weatherford that was very big and was a great tackler as a punter? Have you ever been involved in any other packages, like with fake punts or with even lining up as a running back or a tight end? Did you experience any other of that? And what are your other favorite aspects of the game of football?
I haven't experienced to date any trick play packages. I've done punting well, so my team has always valued that and always just gone with that. I think we'll see a little difference this next season, I'll say that. But as far as other things I like about the sport, I really love the tackle, and punters and kickers don't get a lot of that, but I've gotten a couple opportunities in my career this past season, the season before, to actually light some people up and shed some blocks. So I really enjoy that, even though I'm not doing that exactly every play. So
since you're a 5-star recruit, are you a 5-star person when it comes to the books? Are you a 4.0? What do you have, a 4.0 average, 3.7, 3.8? Come on, tell us.
The 3.9 average.
Oh, my God. You're a smart guy, too. You're a smart guy, too. I mean, how could you even root on the Patriots or anybody on the Patriots when you're a smart guy, man? I mean, you can't root on a Patriot if you're a smart guy. I mean, I know they've won a couple of Super Bowls, but they did cheat.